How's it going there, everyone? Welcome to the House of D. I am, of course, D Square, and it is the dawn of a new day. In fact, it is the dawn of X. That's right, X-Men #1 released today. And I want to give you my thoughts on this flagship issue of the flagship X-Men story that'll be going forward. It does have a legacy number to it, which does mean this is essentially continuing the Uncanny X-Men story, which I feel is quite fitting. The artwork that is done in this issue is good. I do find it to be a little inconsistent at times. We'll see the same mutant's face in a different panel, but for some reasons he's got more lines on his face than he did before. So I am going to mark it down a little bit here for the artwork and the inconsistency of it. As far as the story goes, it is definitely a good setup for this series going forward. It's a first issue, and so for a first issue that is setting up, it is very, very good at what it does. We see some special moments, the first moments where, Charles Xavier gives Cyclops the ruby glasses, and that's all the spoilers I'm going to give you. That's in the very first pages. But then we see an action set where the X-Men are going to the Orchis' last stronghold on Earth. So that's definitely a great scene as we get to see them do something really heroic, as well as we see a scene that could definitely have more implication, as this series goes on. And we then see them return after this heroic deed. They get the heroes return in Krakoa. And there's definitely more spicy bits in there that we learn, but again, don't want to give that away. We then get to see the Orchis Forge, right? That's the forge where the Master Mold was held. So we get to catch up with the situation going on there, and it's, definitely interesting. We then get introduced to the Summer House, which is a Krakoan habitat on the blue area of the moon where Scott Summers is his family and allies stay. Really cool scene there. Kind of weird. Kind of getting, it's like the Brady Bunch meets the Summers. But definitely interesting there. A lot of detail to it, though. Hickman is continuing on with these data sheets. There's even like a hand-drawn version of the summer house and diagrams that show where everybody sleeps. So, we were deep diving into the Summers house for sure. And then we catch back up with Orchis, and we do see an intriguing scene that gives us a heck of a cliffhanger going into the second issue of this series. So overall, when I consider everything, marking down for the artwork, um, keeping in mind that this is a #1 issue and this is a setup and not to expect any sort of big, uh, huge conclusive drama. We're just going to get the setup here. So all things considered, I'm definitely going to give this one a very solid 9 out of 10. I think this is a great, high quality book. So we're still getting all that Hickman greatness that we got from the Hoxpox series. That is definitely continuing on. But we do have a different artist here, and we're starting to see a little bit of inconsistency right off the bat. Now, understand, I am not an art critique. I don't have too many creative bones in my body, so I'm not exactly a great art critique, but I do have to call out what I see. Either way, you should definitely make sure that you jump on the Dawn of X. As long as you have read the Hoxpox stories, then you should definitely be jumping on here to see where the Merry Band of Mutants goes from here. We'll definitely be getting into some spoiler talk on this channel, so stay tuned for that. But until then, guys, peace and love, and we'll see you again soon.